Now the same eclipse on the same date, 100 years later, that mark hit America. What's that mean? World War III is going to come to America, man. All right? That's prophecy.
You know, the scripture speaks about the Esau rulership as the day. And then it speaks about noon. Noon symbolized Esau's peak of his power, because the sun reaches highest point of the day during noon. And then after noon, once afternoon passed, what happened is the sun slowly started going down. So with the solar eclipse, there was a moment of darkness. It symbolized the sun being going to set on its place. And they noticed passed through this country, and then you had events happening back to back since the solar eclipse.
I got a precept on the prophecies, all right? This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24. It says, "The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand." We're just talking about the prophecies, man. Every prophecy that the Most High has thought of and then brought to light and brought it through these scriptures, through the prophets, all right? They're going to happen, man. We've been talking about the race rights, the prophets, right? The men up here, the men of the Lord, man. The men of Yahweh Shemai Shai, the chosen. We've been talking about nuclear missiles, man. We've been talking about America's destruction. We've been talking about martial law that's going to happen in these streets very soon. We've been talking about the famine that's going to near to come very soon. All right, so you get ready for what's happening in Mexico and Venezuela, all right? And over there and all around the world, it's going to happen to the streets of America very soon, man. Why? Because the prophecies of the Most High is not going to fail. It's going to happen. Okay? And we're in the light stages now, man. Once it really hits the fan and the Lord turns up the heat, all you people are going to feel it, man. You're going to feel it. What was it?
It's Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these things shall fail, none shall want her mate. From our mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. So the prophecies mentioned in the scriptures is going to happen. All right, because it tells you in Isaiah 55:11 that the words of the Lord, it doesn't go out void. All right, so it doesn't matter whether you believe or not, it's going to happen anyway.
Well said.
I got Amos. There's Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So who's the Lord's people? The people that's listed on this sign. And it says, which say the evil shall not overtake them. Meaning the things, like the events that we teaching, like martial law, the nuclear destruction, the famine, which is a food shortage, disease outbreak that's coming here, they're saying these things not going to happen. People always been saying that, but nothing happened. But guess what? These wasn't the prophets of the Lord. The ones that saying it now, these are the prophets of the Lord before you. So, the Lord said all the sinners of the people shall die by the sword, because they received their warning. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Because during the reign of David, David had all tribes under the banner of David, the northern and the southern kingdom. And it says, and close up the breaches thereof. The breaches is the differences. Like Judah having a problem with Ephraim, or Ephraim against Simeon, or Levi and Simeon, or the land tribes going against other land tribes saying their spin is like incorrect. Because these people always find reason to hate among each other. But the ones that's up their life, the Lord says he's going to close up the breaches. He's going to close up that gap and bring them together. So it says, I will raise up the ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. Now the key word is built. And how it's being built? Through the different men the Most High set up and established to teach His word. And each member of their life black symbolizes stone. And Yahweh Shai, he's the cornerstone. The cornerstone is the first stone that's placed down on the groundwork to build a foundation. So Yahweh Shai, he's the foundation, and the member of the elect is the cornerstone. We build it upon that foundation, Yahweh Shai, through the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That was it.
Yeah, just want to focus on the destruction of America. Okay, so Isaiah chapter 19, verse 16. It says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women." All right, and Egypt, what's that talking about? Egypt, once again, is talking about America. Why does the Bible refer to Egypt as America as Egypt? Because Egypt was known for bondage, man. Egypt was known for having the Israelites in slavery. The same thing that America represents, all right? The same thing, and even when you look at the back of your dollar, which is one of the most obvious signs that America is Egypt, when you look at the back of your dollar, it has what? It has just the pyramid on there, all right? It has a pyramid and all these Egypt, how can you say, symbolism in art, you know? What was that? Yeah, that's right. All keeping on all Egypt customs, even down the way to they make their house, especially demonic worship, all their pagan gods. America has taken up all the pagan gods of Egypt. And number one, it's bondage, all right? Because you people, the thing about you people, they think they're free, you know? All you people are under slavery, man. It says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over." Right? And it said, "And shall be afraid and fear." Right? And it's no coincidence that that the Most High compares America and how you people are going to fear to a woman, man. Which proves that women are a weaker vessel, all right? And that he likened your fear onto women, man. Why? Because women are weaker and they're going to be running around with like chickens with their head cut off in these last days. Yeah, you're going to fear in these last days, man. You start screaming when it starts raining, don't you? What about a missile? All right? These little ladies want to smile when you know, like they're mighty like lions, man. You know?
But let a
gunshot go off, and they'll be running around like crazy, man. That's why the Most High describes America when shit hits the fan in America, man. People gonna be acting like a bunch of women. That's what the Most High is saying. All right? Because women fear. And basically, everybody in America is a bunch of bitches anyway, man. They're very emotional. All right, like a woman. It says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it." Now, what's the shaking of the hand of the Lord? All the prophecies, man. All the mayhem, all the hell that's happening now and for to come, all right? Like the brothers holding up the RFID chip. That's going to be the shaking of, well, that's damn near shaking in the hand. That's one of the, that's really the mark of the beast. The shaking of the hand are the earthquakes, the race riots, rumors of wars, people getting worried about their future, losing stocks, losing their jobs, all right? The Lord is shaking his hand on America as we speak. Why? Because America's going down, man. All right, so God is already involved in America's downfall. Amen. All right, and pretty soon you're gonna realize, all right? But it's gonna be too late for you dummies, man. Why do I call you dummies? Because the prophet's out here right now, and you don't want to listen. Because I don't wear a three-piece suit, and my name's not Joel Osteen. Nobody want to listen to us, man. But that's the Most High's trick. All right? And then when you want to have answers, we're not going to be here, man. All done by the Most High.
Right. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah, you're going to be calling upon the Lord, man. But guess what? You dummies don't know the Lord. Where's bullshit? You stupid dummies don't know the Lord, man. All right, even if you believe in God, which I doubt, you believe God is like this, man. Looks like this, right? You believe in God, sir? He's a Edomite. Of course he don't. You know? And if they do, they happy he looks like this. But guess what? He don't, man. You know? But anyway, when you call out for the Lord, you ain't gonna get no answers, man. Only the men that know his name are gonna be heard. And then not only that, even if you know his name and don't save you, you gotta be right in the spirit. Okay? So don't listen what the fuck Nate's talking about. That damn herd, man. You know, that fucking piece of shit, right? Mocking the name of the Lord. Yeah, Gehenna, all you dummies, man. The name of the Lord is valuable, man. That's what's gonna save you in the last days. Period, man.
There was a video that the pastor posted up, and you know, some chicks in the car, and they had to stop at a checkpoint, and you know, pretty much try to exercise their rights. And what happened was they try to, you know, go break down their rights and go, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. So the cops, he just fucking break the glass. We hear in the car, y'all must shit me out shop, y'all must shit me out shop. See it for one second. Bunch of niggas.
He didn't use the name. He wasn't using the name.
That's actually,
He was saying Father God.
He's talking about another video. It was another video.
Yeah, there's one that actually said the name. You know, they're like, forgive me my sins. Because, you know, Jake want to try to get right when, you know, at the last moment. Because, yeah, dude had dreads, right? He had dreads. You can see that he was in the world. See, Jake think the guy who smart the most side. Yeah. You know, they're like, you know what? We know these see, a lot of the reason why a lot of Jake don't stop here, deep down in their spirit, they know who he's saying is true. But they know when they stop and listen further to the truth, they gotta make changes. So they deep down in their mind and say, you know, I gotta come a different way for this not being the truth. Because they don't want to get right. Jake don't want to get right. And they do. They said to themselves, if I do get right, I want to continue get all that wickedness out of my system, then I'm going to try to get right. But that's how, most I don't operate like that.
Sirach 18:24.
Right, so I'll read this because you had mentioned the name. Right, so this is 2nd Ezra 2 verse 47. I'll just go to the point. It says, So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. So the ones that were delivered out of America, the ones that got crowned by who you really call Jesus Christ, those are the men that stood strictly for the name. Right? So, because one would say, oh, in the kingdom, then we'll know the true name of the Lord. Well, this scripture doesn't say that, man. It says that the ones that stood strictly for the name of the Lord, those are the ones that are going to get crowned. So that name is very important, man. All right? That name is very important.
yeah, just to back up what we're saying, like the brother brought out here, I got this. Because we said, just because you even know the name of the Lord, because look, in the last days, these dummies going to be screaming out for the name of the Lord. If you believe in God, which you probably don't, because you were taught nothing but bullshit in your school system, you need to look into creationism, all right? That even if you know the name of the Lord, it ain't going to work for you, man. Here's the script to back it up. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. It says, not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven, all right? So only the men that's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, they're going to be the ones that the Most High hears, all right? They're going to be the one that the Most High helps out in these days. In these times, these perilous times, which is here now and about to come. It's gonna come much harder, man. So when that time comes, that name is gonna be important, man. But even if you do know his name, if you ain't right in the spirit, if you need to go out to push camp, if you need to make videos, if you want rehearsing the righteous acts, if you weren't doing all the best of your ability, trying to do all the holy days and fulfill the commandments, the Lord is not going to hear you. All right? And you can look around here and see these people are done for, man. You look at all these men, where their beards at? All right? That shows dedication, man. And This is not for style we wear a beard for, man. We're doing it why? Because it's a commandment. We honor the Sabbath. We keep all the holy days, the best of our ability. All right? We make videos during the week. We prophesy during the weekend. We pray to the Lord every day. We use His name. We pray every second we can, man. What are you dummies doing out here, man? All right?
Real quick. In Psalms 18 and 41, they cried, but there was none to save them. Even unto the Lord, He answered them not. So, go ahead. Because you got people that does have the name. And they're going to try to call on the name of the Lord, but the Most High is not going to listen up to them. Because they none of His. They didn't choose to get right with the Most High. So the Most High is going to turn His back on them. Because these people, this word is like, it's really out. There's people that know about this more than you think they do.
Remember that group that came up here, the Edomites? I was laughing at them because the whole group of them right there. You look at them and they look like they're from fucking, I don't know, some white ass neighborhood, man. Utah, Nebraska, some shit. Yeah. So anyway, I'm laughing at them because they look like they never even been to a ghetto. But here it is. They say this. They go, oh look, those are the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. I heard them say that. And then they were white as cherry pie, man. You know? They're as white as you can be. I'm surprised they even knew about Hebrew Israelites, but I was smiling because this word's spreading, man. Even into the whitest neighborhoods known to man. And Maple Cherry Crest, or wherever you live, man.
I was at work a while back, and one time this dude came to me. He said something to the, he said something, it was like, time's getting closer. He said something like that. The way he said, more and more people come to the light. That was the exact words. More and more people come to the light. Then he started going into how with the Israelites and America will be destroyed. Some vision might do at my job. That go to show that this word is getting out. One time I was on the elevator, I see two Simeonites. They run in trying to catch the elevator, but back in my mind, like, I should close this shit. But I hold it for them anyway. So they had Bibles in their hand. I'm like, all right, they probably come from church, So they get into the elevator door closed. So the Simeonite, he turned over to me like, yeah, man, you got to get one of these books. He pulled out a apocrypha. He started saying he's from the tribe of Simeon and all that. Yeah, that's why this word is spreading.
Let me read this thing, right?
Yeah.
This is Matthew 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
That's why these things are happening in the rate that's happening. Because the cat is out the bag. So the Most High is doing His thing because the word already went out, and some people received it, and some people cast it behind their back. So now the Most High, He's speeding things up.
Right? I'm sorry, it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And to the end come. That's why more and more events is happening. That's why this is about rumors of wars. I'm pretty sure all these brothers, they go to work at lunch. Everybody was talking about Donald Trump gonna start World War III. The scripture speaks about rumors of wars. And everybody's talking about World War III may happen because of Donald Trump being in office.
Just for argument's sake too. They might say, well, there was rumors of wars in the 70s with Vietnam War. There was rumors of wars in World War II, World War I. But that argument fails. Why? Because there's a big difference in this rumors of wars right now.
Yep.
Nuclear missiles is a big difference. Yep. We have to sign it. Let's hold it up.
Right there.
Nuclear science is a big difference, man. Yeah. Why? Because during World War I, definitely World War I, World War II, And even during the Vietnam War, or even around that time, none of these countries really had, except America, maybe Russia, no other countries really had nuclear capability, man, or nuclear power or facilities that were making nuclear missiles, all right? Now, the difference between this rumors of war is that all these countries all over the world, top maybe 8, 9 countries have nuclear capability, man. Russia and America still have the most missiles on planet Earth, like I think 90–80% of the missiles. But a lot of these other countries have way more missiles than they ever had before, all right? And they're all going to be shot here, which is prophesied on America. They're going to be used. Because look, for 200 million missiles to be shot on America, or 200,000, which is 200 million, you would have to have 200 million nuclear missiles, man. But around the 70s and 60s and 50s, 40s, and definitely